Hey Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain here on Captain Clyde's MTG. We got our box evaluation video for our first case, our case of 6 set boosters. We're going to hit up draft next. I don't know if I want to hit up set after that or draft. We're going to have to see how it all plays out. Draft is a little faster because there's not a whole lot of shenanigans. But since we're also going to do collector boosters, we may just hit up 2 draft and save a box of set boosters for later. Maybe some patrons might want some. So, without further ado, don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 peeps. Appreciate the help. So, start off with the art cards. Didn't do too bad. I mean, we got some sweet ones. Like, I know I've mentioned before how art cards are sweet, but these are pretty good. Just like this one here. God, it's beautiful. Yeah. Not all of them are good. You know, like, this one's a different style of good. This one is probably one of my favorites. It's just so good. This one here, I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, this one's kind of an okay one. That one's pretty good. But like when you get into, sorry about that, that's okay. But like when you get into stuff like this with Atraxa, like that's just so sexy. Man, it's just sweet. Anyway. So, we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Basically 3 a box. About how the average goes. So, we'll go next to lands. So, obviously, you can see here we got, you know, obviously 1 land a box. We did get a pretty good sizable amount of Phyrexian art lands. I don't know how many, but it's a good chunk. If you open 6 set boxes, you're probably going to get plenty of those. We did get plenty of regular land foils I'm kind of excited about. You know, there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, about 25. So you divide that by 6, that's basically 4 a box. But also, we got the Phyrexian full art foil land with Phyrexian text. They're so sweet. These are not the oil slick ones. These are just regular foils. I don't know how that's going to hold up value-wise. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I averaged 1 a box, and then some had 4. But on average, out of the box of 6, you're looking at probably roughly, since there's, was it 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Basically 2 a box. Anywhere from 1 to 4, though, is what we actually seen in the videos, so just kind of keep that in mind. All right, so now let's go to the actual values. So in the values, I don't put these cards in. I don't put any of these cards in foils. And there is value there, but it can be small values, and it's not worth me taking the time to look up because as I do the values, just as you guys know if you've watched the channel before, $2 or more is what gets you on the list. Anything else goes for $1 except for these. I don't count these. I don't count uncommon foils. I only count rares, mythics, you know, and list cards and above $2, right? So keep that in mind when you see these prices. So the first thing we're going to start with is we'll start with all the commander cards. So we didn't do too bad on commander cards, I'm not going to lie. We did get 1 Memnarch, which is about 20 bucks. These guys here, as mythics, are about $3 to $4 a piece, or $5. It's pretty good. The only one that wasn't worth anything was this thing. But yeah. And of course, none of the rares that we got had any value. But overall, we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mythics. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 regular rares. I'd like that. I mean, we've seen in the past where they had a lot of these commander cards in the boxes. You can see on my other videos. This is really good. It's about 1 to 2 a box. 1 to 2 mythics a box. 1 to 2 rares a box. That's pretty sweet. It makes them have a little value and gives you the chance to get more cards from the set, which is why you actually buy the set, right? We'll go to the list. Had some pretty sweet list hits. We have a Tiamat. We had a sword. These are the Street Fighter alternates. They're around $5 a piece, so that was really sweet now that they've toned down how many of these you get, so they're actually worth money. We got a Probe, which is Johnny, more Street Fighter guys. We did get a Goldspan, an Azuri, Hulk, Phyrexian Altar is a great hit for 20 bucks. A Lapis, even a Spider Queen. So pretty good. We actually hit a couple of Mythics. 1, 2 Mythics. 3. I don't think any of the Street Fighter guys are Mythics. 4 if you count a Johnny. He's only about $2. 5. 6. So 6 Mythics out of the list is not bad. That's basically a Mythic a box. And that's really kind of how it played out. That'd be kind of nice if that's the new set layout for how they get Mythics out of boxes for the list. All right, so next we'll start with our rares. Obviously, we have a giant stack of rares here. Most of these are $1 a piece. A couple of them are $2, $3, $4. The Venerated Rock Priest at $7 was probably as big as you're going to get out of these. A pretty big stack, but on average not as much. Even some of these foils, even though they're rares, weren't worth all that much. I mean, like the Hive was worth a little something. You know, we got some other stuff in here. Nothing too fantastic rare-wise other than this. We didn't get a rare Rock Priest, which would have been really sweet. So, now comes the sweet part. The Mythics. So, out of 6 boxes, we only got 2 Mythic rares. But look at these sweet things. We got an All Will Be One, and we got a Phyrexian Language Nissa. Both only around $10. But hey, I mean, we could have got worse Mythics, be honest. And then as far as the actual Mythics from the box go, we had a pretty good chunk. But we had 3 Elish Norns, 2 regulars, and 1 of these, which was, we had 1 Gauntlet, only about 1 of each Dominus. We did get 2 white ones, which was pretty good. But yeah, the Dominus is really hard to hit. We got 1 Vindicator and All Will Be One. We got a couple swords, a couple staves, a couple Rexes. We got 2 Retraxas, both different. 1 Hellraiser, a couple Lucas, different arts. We did get a couple Jaces, 3 Veraskas, and 3 more Nissas. So, and another one with Phyrexian art. So, not bad at all, to be honest. I think we did pretty good on the set boxes. And I think what's going to show you here when I show you the prices, you're going to probably agree with me. So, if you look at the set box values, you can see them right here. I have the Commander cards here, Mythics followed by rares, and then the list. And then the little square right here is how much each box was. So, the first box was $163. Second box, $177. Third box, $149. And then we really hit a wall on box number 4 at $80. It was just terrible. Then we got up again, 101, and then the last one at 156. So as I mentioned during the videos, it kind of feels like if you buy a case, you get 2 boxes that are really low value and the rest are pretty high. And as I mentioned, that might be to kind of give you that lottery feeling of being able to hit big packs and then sometimes hit lower packs, but be able to hit big packs probably 2 out of 3 times. So only 1/3 of the time when you buy a pack will you not feel good about it, which is a decent average, I guess. And then if we average this out for the whole case, the basic value was $137 a box. Not too shabby. That's a little bit above what they sell for. I think they're selling around 120-ish. But also remember, you know, 20% shipping and eBay fees is really going to give you that at about we'll say 110 of value. So you're basically breaking even. So you need some really good hits like we had up here to really push you over the edge if you wanted to do this and not be a dealer. Now, obviously with this, it looks like a a card shop could do mass box openings and make money if they wanted to invest the time. But also mass box openings, you got to pay people. It takes a lot of people to do it. You got to open a buttload of boxes, which may equal out to the fact of breaking even, which is why people may have stopped doing it. But if you wanted to buy a case, just buy your lonesome, it looks like you'll get a pretty good value for your money, at least from what I got out of mine. So, pretty sweet. Do say so myself. So, keep that in mind, guys. Don't have a whole lot left to say. I mean, next over here, we'll do some draft boxes. They'll be a lot quicker. Then we'll move on to some collectors. Maybe another set box series, depending on how I feel about it. If it just gets my warm and fuzzies going. But with it all said and done, I'm actually pretty happy with this set. I'm happy with this box opening. Actually pretty sweet. So, yeah. Haven't felt this way in a long time. The last couple sets have actually been good for me. I don't know how you feel. So, with that said, guys, don't forget to sub up. Check links in the description to help support the channel. And until next time, be kind. And I hope to see you across from the game table or at the next box opening. Later, player.